Hi, and welcome to the weekend. I'm your host, Reverend Dave, and this week on Reverend Review, we have a P38 HP, manufactured by Walther in Nazi Germany, and was imported into the United States as a war trophy. This firearm is categorized as a semi-automatic pistol and shoots a 9mm parabellum. This particular example before you was manufactured in the year 1944. Let's take a good look at this pistol. I just feel fortunate enough to be able to get this firearm. A lot of things that are different about it. First off, this is a Model HP. So a P38 was what was adopted by the German military, which was this firearm. And the Germans adopted it as the P38 as well. Some were sold to Sweden, like a commercial model that was sold commercially, sold to Sweden for as the Model HP, and they called it the M39, I believe. However, those pistols came with black grips that were checkered, and like instead of this like kind of a long finger looking thing that kind of sticks up right there where the lanyard loop is. It was just kind of a circle. This does shoot, 8-round magazine, has 8-round magazine for 9mm. So about 30,000 were made, and a big order was going to Sweden, but something happened. I don't know everything about what happened, but only about 1,500 of these pistols were actually sent to Sweden. After that, a lot of them were sold to German soldiers and such. And this one, they were continued manufactured until 1945. This firearm was manufactured in the year 1944. And so by the time 1944 came, the subtle differences that you would see between the P38 and the HP became none. Eventually, the HPs would move to these P38 grips, which were a brown Bakelite with just side serrations and not the checkering. They would go to use the same extractor and the same slide catch. Basically, the only thing that's different between a P38 and this HP here is just some of the markings. So let's take a look at the markings real quick. So if I zoom in, you'll see the Walther banner. Now that on the P38s would just say P38, and then Walther's engravings there. You see 9mm, and you see right there Model HP. So it's the same pistol, just some different markings. Now this firearm has got some different things going on to it. I'll bump the camera. So if we want to zoom in here, you'll see the serial number, and then you'll see BNP. And that's a proof mark from England. That is for Birmingham, England. And that proof mark, why it's on this one, I have no idea. Also, something else, you'll see BMP, you'll see the serial number, and then you'll see the German eagle. However, instead of a swastika underneath it, there's the letter N. Just states that it's for commercial sales. There's another eagle. I don't know if you can see it very well right there. And something else that's pretty interesting is the bottom of the barrel. Again, another British proof marks. And this whole firearm is all parts matching. Give you some good close-ups. I know when I watch videos, I just want to see close-ups of the pistol, especially if I'm looking to get one. I kind of want to know every little detail about it. Kind of want to see what it'll look like. Imagine what it'll look like in my hand. And so this is the magazine release right here. In another video, when I do a part 2 for this firearm, I'll show how to take it down and all of that. This video is just to show you the firearm, let you admire it, and then go from there. Single action's nice. It is a double action, single action, so that was single action. It's kind of stiff, but it is a fully working firearm. Just take a look at it. Zoom in a little bit. The safety here, fire, is also a decocker. So safe. There you go. Now there's not a whole lot I know about this firearm. There's a whole lot I don't know about the firearm, I should say. And so if there's stuff you know about it, anything you want to let me know, just comment below, and I was able to get this firearm for a pretty good price. I got $200 off the asking price, so I'm pretty pleased about that. Would like to know how come it has British proof marks. How did it end up over there in England, and how did it end up getting over here to the United States, and so forth. I'll go through this pistol real close one more time, and let you get one good look at it before I sign off. And there's a proof mark there I didn't see before. Walther. I don't know if I can get that to come in showing good. Caliber 9mm. Model HP. Serial number on the front. Now this mark right up here, that's supposed to be the arsenal that made it. It's the eagle with some numbers underneath it. Again, the British proof marks. You can see some of the machining work here. You look at it. It's not been smoothed out. This is toward the end of the war. Of course, this probably in better condition than the P38s that were coming out. There appears, I guess, another slight proof mark next to the eagle, I think, or some kind of marking. Again, if there's anything so we see the front sight is a windage, adjustable by windage, and looks like the rear sight is too. So one thing that's pretty cool about this is it does have a what's it called? A round indicator. So some Bakelite grips that are pretty gnarly. I don't know how that, is it just a bunch of plastic bits they melt together, or kind of looks like what that is. Well, that's my first review of this Walther P38 HP. If you know anything about it, let me know. Have a good day.